Hey guys, it's Heidi from YA Bibliophile, back again with another Fangirl Friday. I'm not in my usual Fangirl Friday place again. There's just not going to be a usual Fangirl Friday place because with the windows and everything, the lighting was off. So we'll do it from here from the couch. This week I want to talk about Aprilynne Pike. Okay, I'm fangirling about her today. She is the author of the Wings books. This is the first one, Wings. The next one is Spells, and then the third one is Illusions, and that one comes out, I believe it's in May. Yes, May. So, when this book came out, I loved the cover. I thought it was really pretty and just different, so I bought it for my school library. I ordered it for my school library, and then I bought myself a copy at the bookstore, and I didn't really know much about it. I just knew that it was, it seemed a little different. So I was interested, and I started to read it, and I absolutely loved it. It's a story of Laurel, and Laurel finds out that things are not exactly how she always thought that they were. She basically grows, well, what appear to be kind of like wings, but it's like a blossom, okay, like a flower buds out of her back, and she and her lab partner study it, and it turns out that her DNA is very similar to plant DNA and not quite animal DNA. And so that sets them off on this quest to kind of learn more about who she is. There's some adventure, and I absolutely loved it. So when Spells came out, I don't have my copy of Spells because my baby cousin, who is a senior in high school, she has my copy of Spells right now. So of course I had to buy that right away. And just devoured that one. And then I'm super excited because last week I got, it was in my mailbox, I got a copy of Illusions, the next one. I am dying to read this book. I haven't read it yet simply because I have a couple for review earlier that I have to read. So this has just been sitting on my desk and mocking me. I cannot wait. There's a bit of a love triangle. And so I'm super excited about this. I love the books, which is one of the reasons I love Aprilynne Pike, but she also is just a fabulous, wonderful, darling person. If you read her blog, you can kind of, or follow her on Twitter, you get a feeling of that she's just nice, right? And I had, I don't know, for school libraries, we have to spend our budget by a certain point, and I had to spend all of my library money, and it has to be books that we already get, so like I can't pre-order any books. So I spent all of my money, and so then it's due in like January, February, and then we get no more books after that. Okay, so for the rest of the year, all the books that come out, too bad we can't get them because we don't have any more money. So I spent all my money, and then like seriously, like not even a week afterwards, a girl comes in to tell me that she had lost Wings. It was the only copy we had left because we'd had a couple go missing, or another one be lost. So our only copy of Wings, the first in the series, the first in a very popular series that many people have on hold, was lost. And all of our money was spent. So, and of course it would be lost like the week after I put the last order, and it couldn't have happened, you know, just a week earlier, and I could have ordered a copy. So I went on Twitter because I thought that was just ironic, and I mentioned it on there, and I was like, I said that I would be donating my copy of Wings because so many people wanted to read it. And the fabulous, lovely Ms. Pike sent me a message saying, "Don't do that. Send me your school address and I will send you 2 copies." So she sent us 2 autographed copies of Wings for our library, which I just totally appreciate, and my students just really, you know, they were excited, plus they're autographed, so they feel really cool. But not only that, she sent them in a little package. So we got her little business card, which our students loved. There's the cover of Spells. We'll try and, yeah. So that's the cover of Spells. And then a number of bookmarks for the Dark Days tour. This one I'm going to in Naperville in a week or so. And then this one, the summer tour, is the one that she will be on. And so we got a bunch of bookmarks, which I don't know why, but middle school students hoard bookmarks like no other. So they were thrilled about that. Plus, we got some buttons of hers and then some really cool little bracelets that snap on that are like fun flowers. Very fitting for the books. My students are like vying for these, and so I'm making them tell me about the book to get a bracelet, so that way I get some more book reviews, because students like to read books that other students enjoy rather than me. But so the thing that I appreciate that was like amazing and wow, so kind. So thank you very much. But also the thing I love about these books is that my students adore these. So like my 7th and 8th graders love these books, and they're totally appropriate for 7th and 8th grade. I love these books. My little cousin, again, who's 18, she loves these books. They're interesting, and they're gonna capture middle grade and YA readers, but they're totally appropriate all the way across the board. And I think that that's something we don't see a lot. Like either there's something where I'm kind of like, it's a little sketchy for middle school, but they'll like it. Or it's good for middle school, but like the story isn't necessarily as catching or as involving doesn't get as involved for older readers. So that's what I love about Aprilynne Pike, is that it's appropriate for the middle school and they can understand it, but it will also captivate older teens as well as adults, obviously. But I really appreciate that yes, she's a teenage character, and yes, she's going through all the things a teenager does, but it can still be appropriate for middle school. Because honestly, my 7th and 8th graders do not want to read about, 12 to 14-year-olds. They want to read about high schoolers. And sometimes that's okay, and sometimes it's not appropriate. And it's hard for me when I know that they would love a book, but it's not school appropriate, or it's not something their parents would appreciate me giving them. If I know the student, I can personally loan them my copy, but with Aprilynne Pike, I feel comfortable giving it to any student. So thank you for what you do. Thank you for your books that you write, and I just totally had a fangirl about that delightful package that you sent. We really appreciated it, and my students were thrilled to have copies in our library, and since they're autographed, they will be watching out to see who has them. Like, there's no way those books are going to go missing, because those girls are not going to let it happen. I cannot wait to read this one. It's definitely on my, I have like 2 books that I have to read, and then this one is for sure high on my list, and a gorgeous cover. So they're all very pretty covers. So thank you again, Aprilynne Pike. You should totally check out Wings if you haven't read her series. She is delightful, and that is my Fangirl Friday for this week.